And I noticed with the connections, it looked like there's probably, what, 3 to 4 different type of beam to column connections that for at each level. Is that about correct?
Yes, we have anywhere from a typical kind of saddle connection that we're standing around right now, where the beam just kind of rests on a seat of the column. And there's basically that connection, and then a knife plate bracket connection where the beam itself has a notch cut out of it, and that allows the knife plate in bracket to seat on that. And if it's an exposed beam, we have the infill blocks underneath that allow for that beam to look like a solid piece of wood without seeing the connection.
Yeah, the connections are quite elegant on this project for sure. I think the architect and engineer did a fantastic job.
Yeah, going back to the BIM work, we being Timber Lab, they even modeled the brackets and inside of the column, because as we go up the building, the columns get smaller, the brackets start to get closer together, and all the screws that are in the brackets actually were hitting. And so we had, through modeling, we moved brackets 1/8 of an inch, 1/2 inch up or down, and that would allow the screws to pass each other. And so going back to your point about it being elegant, unfortunately, you don't really see that with the finished product, but the BIM coordination, the photos that we have from that are pretty impressive. When you think of having three connections into one column, and all of that is coordinated, there's 20 plus screws per bracket going into one column, so it's pretty remarkable.
If you've been inspired here today to lean into the knowledge being shared and you want to learn more, feel free to reach out to WoodWorks. We are staffed with engineers and architects that can provide free project assistance on any commercial and multifamily project, really of any size. We look forward to helping you build a more sustainable future.